Hello children, welcome to maths class. This video will be the continuation of exercise 4.2, question number B2. Solve the problem given as word problem. Roman number 1 we have done in last video, so let's continue. Roman number 2. The question is here: a cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost of production of each toy was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. On a particular day, the total cost of production was rupees 750. We would like to find the number of toys produced on that day. So, something is talked about number of toys and cost of production. So, factory is making toys. How many toys it makes on that particular day? The cost of production is 55 minus number of toys. So how many toys we do not know. So and we know, if we don't know, something is unknown to us, a quantity which is unknown, we start with x, y, z, anything we can take. So let the number of toys produced by the industry or company, whatever, produced on a particular day. Be x. This is the number of toys. So it may be anything 10, 20, 30, 100, 50, whatever, even 1000 or lakhs, but we know x toys company has produced on that day. Now, what about cost? It is said in the question. The cost of production of each toy was found to be 55 minus number of toys. So, question, as per the question, the cost of production of each toy was how much? So here we need to be little careful because it is 55 minus number of toys. So we should not do here x minus 55. 55 minus number of toys. So that is 55 minus x. It is in rupees because this is cost. So how many toys produced? X. Price or cost? 55 minus x. Total production in question say on a particular day the total production was rupees 750. Given the total production is equal to 750. So how do we calculate the total cost? Number of things into price of each thing, item, whatever. X toys are there, 55 minus x. 5 pens, 10 rupees each. So 10 into 5. The same way, x toys and cost of each toy is 55 minus x. Total is 750. Now we will simplify 55 into x minus x square. 750 also gets bring it here. RHS comes 0. We have to convert, we have to give it the form of quadratic equation. We just go on simplifying, the form of quadratic equation comes. X square term we go first, it has minus sign. Then we will term 55x, it was plus and minus 750 is equal to 0. We find this minus is in first term, so we just take minus common in order to make the first terms positive. Then sign will change, minus 55x plus 750 will be equal to 0. Minus 1 is in into, it will go, in RHS becomes 0 by minus 1. Finally we get the quadratic equation, x square minus 55x plus 750 is equal to 0. So quadratic equation we have found. Now thing is that we have to find out what was the cost and how many toys were produced on that day. That x we have to find out. So we will go for solving it. So far we have learnt factorization method. So let's try to factorize the middle term using factorization. What is the process of factorization? First term coefficient into last term. So we find here 1 coefficient of x square 750. 750 into 1 we will get what? 750. Now factors of 750. 750 into 1 by 2 also. 2 3s are 6. 1 came here. 15 2 7s are 2 5s. By 3 also. 3 2s are 3 5s are 0. By 4 cannot. By 5 5 1s are 2 came. 5 5s are 0. By 6 cannot. 7 cannot. 8 cannot. 9 no. 10 yes. 10 into 75. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 will be possible again. 15 5s are 0. Remember middle term also. What we need to get? 15 into 50. 75. 16, 17, 18, no, 19, 20. 23 are by 20 also not possible. 21, 22, 23, 20, 25 again it will be. 25 into 30. If we just go on checking, we will know by which number it is going to be cut. That are the factors. Again by 26 not possible. This no 27 also cannot divide 75, 28, 29, 30 will be. And what I have talked with you about finding the factors. If a pair of factors come for the second time, thereafter it has no more factors. So we have found all the factors of 750. And among that pairs, one pair will give us middle term either by adding them or by subtracting them. It is 55. If we look at one by one all the factors, only 25 and 30 can give us 55. No other factors, no other pair will give 55. 25 plus 30, 55. So that is the way to do the middle term factorizing. 25 plus 30 into x plus 750 is equal to 0. This is middle term factorizing. Splitting the middle term. It was single term in the middle, we made it 2. Splitting. Now x square, this rough work is important. This is a part of your solution. Make sure you are doing it well. So here we come. X square 25 into minus is there, minus 25 into x minus plus minus 30x plus 750 is equal to 0. And after splitting the term, we get common from first two term. X will be common only. So x minus 25, 30, 750. So no need to wonder 30 and 750. What shall we get common? Just now we have done it here. 25 into 30, 750. That means 30 and it has also 30 in it. 30 into 25. So 30 and 30 we take common. Remaining x plus, no plus. It is minus, so next sign will change 25. So we completed the factorizing also. After factorizing, after taking common, we see in these two brackets, same term will be there. We find that is correct. X minus 25, x minus 25. Again we take that common. And remaining here, x minus 30 is equal to 0. Now factorization is completed. We separate to find the factors. X minus 30 is equal to 0. So what we find? X is equal to 0 plus 25. And here we find x is equal to 0 plus 30. So both possibilities are here. Number of toys either may be 30 or maybe 25. Sometimes if we get negative values, then we could have avoided that value because number of anything will not be negative. But here we have found 25 and 30 both are positive values. So we will write the statement, the number of toys produced on that day, on the particular day or on the day is 25 or 30, which is both. This equation will be fulfilled. If company is producing 25 toys on that day, and 55 minus number of toys, total production will be 750. Or if factory is producing 30 toys also, So 30 toys will be there. 55 minus 30. 25 will be the price of each toy. So 30 into 25. 750 will be the total cost of production. I hope you have understood. Let's go now. Next question number 3. Next question now we have Roman number 3. Question is here. Find two numbers whose. So we have reached now question number 2, Roman number 3. The question is here. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. So very simple condition is here. There are two numbers whose sum is 27. So two numbers whose sum is 27. So little think about that. We don't know any of the numbers. Both the numbers are unknown numbers. But what we know about them, when we add that two numbers, we will get 27. If we start solution, let the one number be x. So what will be the other number? Some children will say very immediately x plus 27. But no, it won't be x plus 27 because when we are adding two numbers, let's see. One number, another number. Don't think this is 0. One number, other number is equal to 27. Both are number. This number we do what? X. This number still we don't know. Is equal to 27. Now x will go another side. So this is other number. We will write here other. This is one number. Other number. Other we are writing here. Other number. So other number will be equal to what? 27 and x will come in RHS. So when one number is x, other number is 27 minus x. In hurry we answer. We come across in the classroom. When we ask children if two numbers are there, we add them. We get 27, one number is x. So immediately all will raise hand and many will say that x plus 27. Don't make such mistake. So we have understood. If one number is x and sum of two numbers is 27, the other number will be 27 minus x. The other number will be 27 minus x. And if you did this much, after that, see the next part. What is that? And the product of them is. And the product of them or that two numbers is how much? 180. So what we know by product? When we multiply that two number, we get 182. So let us multiply. Question is telling product of that two number is 182. That two numbers are x and 27 minus x. We will multiply and get 182. So x into 27 minus x product. So we are multiplying these two numbers and that is equal to 180. Let's simplify now. X into 27, 27x minus x into x minus x square is equal to 182. Arrange minus x square we write first. Middle term with x term we will write, and the number which is in RHS we bring in LHS. 182 is equal to 0. Now, like last question, first term if we find minus, we just take common minus. So only minus or minus 1 also we can take common because 1 is there in every number. 1 is factor of every number. So x square it remains plus 27 will become minus 27x and minus 182 will change now to 180 is equal to 0. And finally we get what? This minus 1 will become 0 minus 1. Nothing to think about that. So x square minus 27x plus 180 is plus 180 to 1 second. This plus 182 is equal to 0. And then we are using factorization method. So let's factorize. What's the we do here? First term coefficient 1, last term constant 182. So we need to get factors of 182. So start. 1 is the factor of every number. 1 into 182 by 2. 2 9s are 2 1s are By 3 not possible. 8 to 10, 1, 11. No. By 4, 4 4s are 16. 2 will come. Not possible. By 5 surely no. By 6 also no. By 7, 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14. 4 came here. 7 6 are 42. By 8 not possible. 8 2s are 16. Again 2. 22 cannot. By 9 9 2s are 18 and 2 cannot be. 10 also no. 11 1s are 11. 7 will remain. 72 cannot. By 12 12 1s are 12. 6 will be 62 cannot. By 13 13 1s are 13. 5 13 4s are 52. So by 13 it is divisible. 13 1s are and 13 4s are 52. Remember middle term is what? Don't forget the middle term is what? After 13 surely there will be one more pair, but I was stopping because I knew that after that second time the same factor will come and there will be no more factor. So if we follow this, we will be able to find all the factors of any number, and after that we need to find out which pair is giving the middle term. Middle term either by adding or subtracting, not by any other operation. So 13 and 14 surely will be 27 by adding. Let's continue then. X squared minus 13 plus 14 27 into x plus 180. This plus 182, yes, is equal to 0. X squared minus 13 into x plus minus 14x plus 182 is equal to 0. 13 x square and 13x, x common, x minus 13 minus 14 and 82. Once again I want to tell you that reaching this step, don't be confused. What shall we take common? 14 and 182. Already you have seen here, you have done the work. 13 into 14, 182. So 1 is here 14. In that also 14 is there, 13 into 14. So 14 will take common. X minus, what will remain here? 14 is out, 13 will remain, is equal to 0. Now again we take common, same thing we see in the bracket, x minus 13. In this place, first place x minus 14 is equal to 0. Factorization is done, we separate them, x minus 13 equal to 0 and x minus 14 is also equal to 0. We get what? X is equal to 0 plus 13. And here we get x is equal to 0 plus 14. So both are positive value. Question is what? Find the two numbers whose sum is 27. So the numbers may be positive, the number may be negative. In the question it is not mentioned they are negative number or positive number. So if first number is 13, second number is 14. Is it clear? So the two numbers are The two numbers are 13 and 14. You can verify from here also. Sum of two numbers is 27. 13 plus 14, 27. And when we multiply them, we will get 182. So 13 into 14 is only 182. So these are easy work and interesting to do the work also. I hope you are following, learning properly. Let's go now to question number 4. Question number 4, that is Roman number 4 of question number B2. Roman number 4 question is find two consecutive positive integer, sum of whose squares is 365. So what is said about here? Two consecutive positive integers. Positive integers. This we need to understand. Consecutive, that means the two number which comes just before and after, they are consecutive number. But here they are positive. That means we have to find out positive numbers, not negative. Starting itself, our mind must be getting this point. The numbers are consecutive and positive. So let us start. How do we get number one after another? If any one number is there, 3, the next number will be 3 plus 1. So we can start with that solution. Let the two consecutive positive integer be. Let the two consecutive positive integers. Be x and another one x plus 1. Only this much. Starting only we need to get this point. After that, sum of whose square is 365. As per the question, sum of whose squares? Whose squares? That number's square. So which are the numbers? X. So x square. Another number x plus 1. So x plus 1 square. Their sum. See how we are getting the equation. Sum of whose square is 365. So sum of whose? Those numbers. Which are those numbers? X and x plus 1. Sum their plus is equal to how much? 365. So as we read the question, we start word after another word. Each word has its meaning. We put that word in mathematical term and it gives us equation. Only that's the way to convert the statement into equation. Now, what we see, we will work. We see here x square, let it be. Here we look at x plus 1 whole square. So a square, a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. It is into here, whether we put sign between 2 and x or not, that is into, is equal to 365. What we see, x square, 2x square, plus 2x, plus 1, and 365 also we bring in LHS. RHS becomes 0. So 2x square, plus 2x, 1 minus 365, that is minus 364 equal to 0. 2 to 364. We will take common so that we will take little smaller number. After taking common 2, it will be x square, it will be x, and it will be what? 2 ones are 2. We are dividing, then we will write here 2 ones are 2. 1 came, 2 8s are 16. 1 came here. No. 2 8s are 16. 4 is remaining only. 2 2s are 4. What to do for this 2? It will go in RHS 0 by 2. It will become 0. No need to show. Straight we can write. We have now quadratic equation x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. Once more, this 2 will come here 0 by 2. It will be 0. So why to show that work? It is understood that it is becoming 0. Then we need now to factorize this middle term. The same number in last question also. I think you have understood very well 182 factors. How do we get 1 into 182 by 2? 2 9s are, 2 1s are. By 3 not possible. By 4 also not possible. 5 no. 6 also no. 7 yes. 7 2s are 14. 4 7 6 are. By 8 no. 9 also no. 10 also no. 11 no. 12 also cannot divide. 13 ones are 13 4s are 15. By 14 into 13. No more factors will be there. We need to get what? Middle term is 1x. Last question I remember it was 27x. So what do we need? 13 plus 14. But here we need to get middle term 1x. So what shall we do? 14 minus 13. So let's do that. X square plus 14 minus 13 into x minus 182 is equal to 0. So x square plus 14 into x, 14x minus 13 into x minus 13x minus 182 equal to 0. We will get x common, x plus 14 minus 13 and 182. What shall we take common? 13 and 182. 182 has what? 13 and 14 both. So 13 we will take common. X remains. It is minus sign, so next sign will change, and in place of 182, 1 will remain. 13 is out already. So 14 will be is equal to 0. We get what? X plus 14 inside the bracket, same term will remain. Here x remains, here minus 13 is equal to 0. Factorization is done. Separate them. Now separating them, we will get the roots. 0. We get here x is equal to minus 14 and minus 14, and here we will get x is equal to 13. So starting I told you that one word we will keep in our mind very nicely, that is consecutive. It comes one after another and positive. Now the time has come to use that word. X is minus 14, x is 13. What type of integers they are? Positive. So this value is not applicable. Why it is not applicable? Because the question is talking about only positive integer. So this is not applicable. The first integer is, therefore the first integer or the one integer is 13, and the other integer will be what? X plus 1. That means 13 plus 1, 14. So 13 and 14, they come consecutively. They are positive. If we multiply them, we get 182. So when we finish this kind of questions, we can even verify our answer. We are correct or not. Hope you are understanding well. There are two more questions. Let's see in another video.